Okay, this is the first time I ever make a video like this, but I've kind of wanted to make one of these for a while. And I thought let's start with this because I hate getting products that don't come with instructions, that you pay a lot of money for, that do not meet my standards. So here is my Pro X case that I just got for my new RX3. I always want to protect my investment, get a good case, flight case. I mean, they're heavy, but I definitely feel safe with them. Like, you can imagine bringing this out somewhere. I always keep it in the case. People, you can't ever control who comes up to the booth and like puts their drink down or whatever. You always have protection. So I always invest in a flight case. You can see here, I actually have another Pro X case. That's for my Rain 1. I really like the case. It's heavy. I don't know. I'd say it's about 30 pounds or something. I haven't actually put it on a scale, but so it definitely adds a lot of weight, especially with the Rain 1, since the Rain 1 itself is pretty much a tank. It's super heavy. But it's okay, right? Protect your investment. Anyways, let's get to the point here. What I wanted to cover was the basically Pro X has always surprised me with something. I mean, at least in my last purchase and this purchase. My last purchase with the Rain 1, it has the slider shelf thing for that kind of fits into these tracks that are built in, and basically you can put your laptop on it so you can run Serato. Because this one I'm not going to be running Serato. You can on the RX. I decided to get the cheaper one that doesn't have the tracks and the shelf. So the one with the tracks in the Rain 1, it has holes on the shelf that are meant for cables to go through. For some reason, they decided not to clean the inside of the case once they drilled out the holes, and there was sawdust all over, which I had to vacuum out myself. It was kind of disappointing for buying a new product that was like upwards towards $500 Canadian. I don't know what that is in American, $350 or something. But now I'm having different issues with the RX3 case. So this one came clean. It was all good. My issue is it doesn't fit properly. Sorry, it takes me a long time to get to the point. I'm a rambler. But you can see here it doesn't fit properly. And obviously there is well, it's not obvious, but there's a solution which doesn't intuitively make sense to me. So it's come with all of these extra panels. They're like rubber pads that have like a sticky back. There's one option, which is these two small ones. And then there's another two small ones that are a bit thinner. So you can see the thickness here. So there's a pair. Then there's this pair, which are thinner, long. And then these two, which have this like little divot, this kind of angle here, which I'm guessing that's gonna like lead me to understand where to stick these. I don't know. I actually have no idea what's going on with any of this. I do think it obviously has something to do with this part. I'm not sure if this case is initially meant for like the RX2. I'm not sure if it's supposed to fit several different sizes. But what I did was I actually went back to the shop that sold the website that I got it from, which was Red One, which I believe is located in Quebec. And the ad does say RX3. It doesn't say it's for more than one model. So I'll show you what happened. The other thing is that this piece came, and look at this. This was like pretty much like this when I got it, and the thing comes right off, but definitely not adhering properly, so I just stuck it back on. I'm not even sure really where this sits. I did notice it somewhat fits the screen, but that wouldn't make sense because there's no angle here. I would expect this to kind of sit like that or something. I did watch another video of someone that has a, I don't remember, I don't think it was an Odyssey, it was another brand, but they just place it right in the middle like this. And I guess that's supposed to sit right here and kind of keep everything stable from bouncing up and down. So there's also these corners, which I tested, and they do seem to sit right over these edges. So, well, this one wouldn't, but this one does. It should keep it fairly stable. I don't know. But the big problem here is like this shouldn't be bouncing around side to side. That makes no sense to me. I'll show you what I have figured out. I don't know if this is actually how it's supposed to be, but these seem to work the best. So if you just squeeze them in like this, that gives it about as tight of a fit as how my Rain 1 is. So here, like, it's not moving anywhere. I'm not sure about up and down like this, but it's not going side to side. So that's like the best, I don't know if you call it a hack or if that's what they expect. I find that having this gap in the middle here, it just doesn't make sense. They should have just given me a perfect long strip, or even better, not given me any of this stuff and just had it fit perfectly, just like the Rain 1 case. These don't seem to work in any way. They're a bit thinner, so one can go on one side, the other one, I'm not even going to show you, but if I move this over a little bit, it doesn't squeeze in there. So these, I'm not sure what they're for. These fit perfectly in here, so it looks a little cleaner. Bit high, so look, if I push this over like that, fits somewhat well. And then this one, still a little bit loose, right? So it's still going to be bouncing around, which I don't like. See? You can see that moving. And secondly, once you take off this sticky, the part that exposes the sticky part, you would have to cut this down a little bit so that you don't have a big sticky part there collecting hairs and whatever else. Just a bit weird to me, to be honest. I'll give you the last example here before I finish the video. Take that out. Push that over. I'm doing everything with one hand, so it's not very easy. These I have not been able to test because they don't fit. If I have this all the way this way, this doesn't fit in here, but it looks like if I were to remove this piece, the piece that's already part of the case, it looks like one of these might fit pretty well in there. Which is odd because why would I have two? And the other problem is if you fit it perfectly here, you'd have a little gap about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch or so on the other end. So I don't know what's up with this case. No instructions. This might be for, I don't know, is that for in here? Like, no clue. That doesn't seem to fit perfectly. Don't know why it would go there either. But you can see here, there's pads for it to sit on. And then you've got this. That just kind of slides perfectly in there. And I'm not disappointed in this when you put the lid on top. I'm not sure too much about this quite yet. But when you put the lid on, you've got these locks that you twist and it hugs it nice and tight. everything else is made well. It's got wheels, heavy duty wheels. It's got these handles that fold up. You can get someone to help you carry it or carry it like a suitcase on the side. So overall, like, I'm generally happy with the Pro X case. That's why I got another one. But just like no instruction manual, super easy fix for a company to do that. You'd have a lot less disappointed customers and not having like mysterious objects that don't make any sense. Beyond the fact that it makes sense in the fact that like it doesn't fit the way it's supposed to. When you're buying something expensive like this, I feel like it should just fit the way it's meant to. It's designed, well, it should be designed for the RX3. It's what it was labeled as. So anyways, just words of caution when buying Pro X.